Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is Von Payne Black. This is a 45% ABV blended American whiskey that's been infused with black currants. A lot of crazy things going on here with this bottle. On their website, I will say that they do say it's a 3-year age statement on there. I don't see any marks on the bottle for that, so just for clarification. And this is a sourced one as well, because on the back it does tell us that it is produced and bottled by the Point Distillery from Newport Richey, Florida. Been there. Been many years, but been down that way. So I've actually had black currants a couple times. I have some black currant tea that I drink fairly regularly, and my wife does do some baking with currants as well. So I didn't realize that it was actually, there was a time period more recently that it was illegal to have currants in the United States. So I had no clue, but I've had them, so I've had my fair share. I'm really curious what it will do in a bottle of whiskey. So as always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways, maybe 3. First way, neat, no ice, no water, to kind of give it a profile. Well, depending on how that turns out, we might go with ice, we might go with water, might do both. We'll see. But let's take a moment and just really look at that bottle, because not only do I love its unique shape, I love thick glassed bottoms on the bottles like this. The gargoyle, everything here just screams marketing to its finest, and that's not a bad thing. We all shop with our eyes. I mean, how many times can we all agree that we've went into a liquor store and bought a bottle because it looked cool or it's different? This is no different, and I'm not going to criticize that because I think it's really a testament, because that is really cool to really stand on a shelf. Now, there is a process, because it's a pour spout as well, so more geared towards actual like bar scenes. But the little gargoyle here has got covered over his face, so we're going to get that off. And we're going to use the actual pour spout, because why not? I'm not going to not use it and pour it from the bottle. That's just heresy at this point. If I can get it off. Is really on there. This is a newer whiskey company that I just kind of stumbled upon on their website. Ran across, and I was like, all right, you've already got me interested with this kind of a top on your bottle, so I'm definitely wanting to check it out. And there is a little video on their website if you're curious on how to use the pour spout. That you actually have to take apart. There's a little stopper on the inside here we have to take out first. Okay, I really hope that was supposed to happen that way. I watched the video, but I thought this whole thing came out as one. Okay, yeah, there we go. Woo, got a good, more smell it from the bottle there. Don't know how I feel about the gasket. Hopefully it works. And again, it's definitely made for a bar scene. Put this on your back of your bar shelf, and I think you're going to have people interested just based upon the shape and the color. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. All right. I mean, that is dark red. I mean, you could see it in the bottle, but in the glass, like you can't see through it. Almost part cola. Got that dark caramel cola going on there, but very red. And if you've ever been around currants, yeah, they can really turn things, depending on how you bake with them, to that color. Let's go for notes. Okay. ABV does show up on the nose. You do get a bit of the ABV on there. Smells a little tart. It does have a bit of tartness to it. Nice bit of fruit in there. On the nose, I wouldn't say that I would call this currant yet. But it has got a bit of tartness to it. A little fruity. A little bit of spice in there. I'm curious where they sourced from. But the ABV does show up on the nose. I will say that is right up front. Maybe I would call it currant. I'm acclimating to that fruit note, and it is dialing in a little bit more. Either way, it's got a nice fruit. If you've never had currant, I would say it's got a nice fruit, a little tart, that spice is there, and that bit of ABV. So let's go for taste. Oh yeah. Ooh. Beautiful on the taste, actually. Definitely 100%. I would say that's currant. It's tart. It's fruity. Get a bit of spice in there. That oak is showing up a little bit as well. ABV's there, but it's not offensive. Really good mouthfeel to it. I love that tartness to it. Yeah, I like that. It is when I'm going to say it's going to be simple, but it's simple because it's exactly what they're aiming to be, it feels like. You get tart fruit, you get this bit of spiciness in there from, I'm assuming there must be some kind of rye into this. The nice oak from the barrel is there. I'm curious on how long this was infused for to get that kind of flavor across. It's got a really decent mouthfeel to it. You get almost like a bit of caramel going on there too. So you get kind of tart caramel, fruit sweetness, a little bit of oak, and even in the finish, getting that kind of leftover tartness. It's very nice. Again, it's not painting outside of what it's aiming for, I feel like. It's pretty good. I feel like it's going to live on ice. Do I want to do water? Let's just do ice. Let's just do the ice because I really do feel like this is one that's going to be better on ice. And I'm just going to pour it again because that just is fun to do. That's so cool. I can definitely see this if you're a mixologist. You could probably have some fun with this. Let's go for taste. Oh, yeah. The tartness shows up so much more right up forward now. That tartness is almost dessert-like for me. Not quite. That's good. Still get a bit of that bit of oak. That water does kill that alcohol flavor a little bit. The finish isn't quite as long, which normally happens. You're left over with a little bit of that oak here in the finish, but that tart fruitness is definitely there as well. Yeah, that's dangerous. I kind of like that. It's not going to be for everybody. If you don't mind fruity tart in your whiskey, that's not half bad. Again, but as always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. I'm liking it. I think I actually like it on ice a little better. I wish the spiciness would come across in the ice a little bit. It's there, but it's not quite as strong. But the ice version is pretty damn good. I could definitely see me pouring a glass of that for somebody that isn't big into whiskey. Or somebody that likes fruity stuff. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's talk about market price. Because we all know market price is market price and it's going to vary. Right now, you can order it online through Cask Cartel for $60. And if you're in the Florida and surrounding areas, it looks like they're also starting distribution down there as well. For $60, I think that's about where it needs to be. I wouldn't overpay for this one. You know, would I be happier at $50 for that flavor profile? Possibly. Where they're going to get the extra $10 out of me is everything else. The whiskey inside is actually pretty good. I think it's got some good flavors. It's exactly what it aims to be. Again, I think that you could have some fun with this with just a little bit of ice. Mixers, if you're doing any kind of mixing, you could probably have a lot of fun with that. But the pour spout, that can be reused, and they even say on their website that you can reuse this for other bottles. So that's kind of cool. I love their shape. It definitely stands out on a shelf. If you're a collector and you're looking for interesting bottles, I think that's definitely it. If you're a person that's going to be keeping it around on a shelf, I'd keep your stopper so you can restop this up so you're not, running the risk of things getting inside the gargoyle's mouth and down into your whiskey itself, and you kind of seal it up properly. But I have to say that I actually really like that. It's pretty darn good stuff. So yeah, there you have it. Von Payne Black. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Always on the hunt for something unique and tasty to try. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
I even like it might